Alright guys, today I'm going to go over a few mistakes that I made when I first started out shipping, and I'm going to talk about all the free boxes that the United States Postal Service will send you, and how you can save on shipping with using their boxes. Alright, so I started selling on eBay about a year ago, and I was buying boxes off Amazon, getting them from friends wherever I could get them. Amazon was the cheapest place I could buy them. I did start out buying them at the dollar store, Menards, Home Depot, Lowe's, stuff like that, and usually they're about $1 a box. On Amazon you could get them for about 30 cents, sometimes 20 cents depending on how many of them you bought. Then I realized I was just completely throwing my money in the trash. So I watched a couple YouTube videos and figured out that the post office will send you boxes for free. So I went on to USPS.com and got the boxes, but they also send you padded flat rate envelopes for free. Now if you're shipping with eBay right now, in 2019, these are $7.33 to ship out, and they're big, and you can fit a lot of stuff in them. So I use these a lot when I'm sending stuff to California, since it's all the way across the United States from me, and any weight, and they ship for $7.33, and you can stuff a lot of stuff in here. They do have to be able to be sealed by themselves, according to their rules, so you can't just leave it open and then put a bunch of tape on it and stuff like that. You can use tape, but it has to be sealed by itself. So these I use a lot. They're free. I've seen sometimes they're at the post office, but usually they're not. So if you just go to USPS.com, set up an account, it's free. They mail them right to your house. I get them 100 at a time. So I get a shipment about every month or so of these. I use them a lot. And then here's 3 different size flat rate envelopes. I've never actually used this one. It's $6.75 to ship this one out, and $6.75 to ship this one out. So they're exactly the same, they're just different sizes. I won't even talk about that one. But this one does fit a lot of stuff in there. Again, it's got to be able to be sealed using its own sticky sealer thing. But I also like to put these stickers on them to help hold them down, even though it says it's got to be sealed by itself. Post office will send you these in rolls of, I think, 1,000 come on a roll, and they'll send you a few rolls at a time for free. You don't even have to pay for shipping on them. And then you just, after you peel that off, I'll stick these on there like that to help hold them down, and you can use 10, 12, 15 of them on there if you want. They don't care. So that's those 2. This is a legal flat rate envelope. I think it's about $7.25 to ship out or so. It's a little bit bigger than just the regular flat rate envelope, so it can hold a little bit more, and it's a little bit cheaper than the padded flat rate envelope. So if you don't need the padding, you might want to go with this. To open them up, you can fold these down at the bottom. If you just put a crease in them, you can open them up, and they'll actually hold quite a bit of stuff. But then it makes it a little bit harder to seal when you open them up like that. That's where these stickers come in handy. So that's a good way to ship stuff out without having to buy poly mailers or anything like that. If it's over a pound, it's probably cheaper to go with one of these flat rate envelopes. But then they also have these Tyvek envelopes that are completely waterproof. They're really durable. You can't rip them. They seal themselves. So if you have something that's like, I don't know, 1 pound, 10 ounces or so, and if you were to put it in a box, it would put you up over the 2 pounds to where you'd have to ship it out as a 3-pound weight. These are good for that. They're fairly big. Again, they'll send them to you for free. I don't use them very often because a lot of the stuff I ship out is less than a pound, but if it's over a pound, I usually use the flat rate envelopes. I have used these for bigger items that are between 2 and 3 pounds, and it saves me a little bit of money. And we'll talk about these for a minute. Never used one. They're medium mailing tube. I believe that it's just priority mail postage required. It's not any flat rate postage. So you just fold those up. I don't know, maybe if you're shipping a baseball bat or something like that, you might want to use this. Free box. And then a box that I don't ever see anybody talking about is the shoe box. So it's just a mailing box. And a lot of people say that you can't alter priority mailboxes. That's false. The flat rate boxes you're not allowed to alter, but just the priority mail mailing boxes you can alter. So I've used these boxes before and cut them in half and used utility knife to shape them up and fold them around something perfectly, so I didn't have to use any air pockets or anything like that, or any packaging peanuts. So these are the shoe boxes. They'll send you these for free. I use those every once in a while. I would say the box that I use the most is this one. It's a 7x7x6. You can fit a lot of stuff in here. They're really good for shipping stuff. So there's that box. Again, you can alter these if you want it to make it smaller, then you still have to use priority mail shipping, but you can alter the box. Then we have the large mailing box that the post office offers. It's 12x12x8. They'll send you these for free. These are great for shipping large items. It's a little bit bigger than a large flat rate box. So if you're shipping it usually in like the neighboring states or so, these are your better bet than using the flat rate boxes. You can fit more in them, and they typically cost less than a flat rate box if it's close to your home. If you're shipping it across the country, flat rate box is probably the best for you. They also have these boxes. They're pretty much useless. They're called DVD mailing boxes. I've never used one. I'm not even sure if I folded it up right. But if you're mailing DVDs and you want to use priority mail instead of first class for some reason, they do have these. So these regional boxes, this is a regional A box. There's two different size regional A boxes. So you can use this type, seals itself, or this type. As long as it fits and it's less than 15 pounds, the regional boxes are good, especially for your neighboring states. Sometimes they're cheaper than the flat rate boxes. So these regional A, this is a regional A, they have regional A and regional B. I use these quite a bit. They're thinner than the regular medium flat rate boxes or the other stuff, but they still seem to hold up very well. These boxes you cannot alter. They're like the flat rate boxes. No regional or flat rate boxes can be altered, but these are really good shipping, and they'll send them to you for free. And then these are your regional B boxes. Again, there's two of them. I rarely use these. They might work out handy for you. Typically a little bit more expensive that I've noticed than like a medium flat rate box, and they're about the same size. I'm sure there's some applications where they're cheaper, so it's good to have them. You should get every size box just to make sure you know which one's cheapest. Play around with the shipping and get it to be cheap, but the boxes are free, so it doesn't hurt to have them on hand. Then you got your medium flat rate boxes. I only have this style medium flat rate box right now, but they do also come like this. But these flat rate boxes are pretty good. Again, I know it kind of sucks that you have to have a flat rate box, a regular box, and then a regional box that are all almost the same size, but depending on the weight, this might be cheaper for you because these can fit up to 70 pounds in them. And And then here's a large flat rate box. They also have two different large flat rate boxes that are like this. This is called the large flat rate game board box. And these come in handy. Again, you have to play around. Usually you have to go back and forth between just priority mail, flat rate, and regional B. So there's three options. They're all going to be different prices. They're all about the same size, so you have to play it around. Sometimes the regional boxes are cheaper than the flat rate boxes. Sometimes you might just want to ship it out regular priority if it's in your same state. And then they also have just regular priority mail mailing boxes like this. They're two different sizes. They're just a little bit different thickness wise. These can be altered, so if you want to put something in there and it only fills up this much of the box, you can cut it off, fold it in, tape it. You can use regular tape if you want. So you just got to play around with the boxes. You cut them down to size. You can buy a box resizer, but I find it's easier just to use a regular utility knife. So there's that. But that's all the different size boxes that the post office will send you. There's a couple more. There's a small flat rate box. I've never used one. I think they come in stupid sizes. But another way to save money is if you have an eBay store. A lot of people don't know that they give you a $25 coupon if you have well, depending on the store size that you have and what package you buy. I have a small store, so they give me $25 every quarter to spend for free, and I always use it to buy the eBay branded tape. Usually get 12 rolls for 25 bucks, so it makes them free, and they got a bunch of different size ones. They also have poly mailers and stuff you can get. But these priority mail stickers I think are a must-have because you can use them as tape. So that's what I use them for. They also will send you the heavy stickers if you mail something over 35 pounds and you want to let them know that it's heavy. You should get yourself a scale to make sure that you're not overpaying for stuff, especially when you ship with first-class mail. These are the two poly mailers I use the most, the small one and the large one. These ones are about 4 to 5 cents a piece, and these ones are 5 to 6 cents. But if you just do a Amazon search or eBay search for poly mailers, those will come up. And another thing that I highly recommend is getting a thermal printer. I used the DeskJet printer for a long time before I realized that I was throwing money away. I was getting these labels, but they're like 5 to 10 cents a piece depending on how many you buy. If you buy like 30,000 of them, they're like 5 cents. If you only buy 1,000 of them, they're like 10 cents. You do get 2 labels out of it, but you have to worry about them smudging. When these, I buy them 5,000 at a time. They're less than a penny a piece. They print super fast. As soon as they print, like the second they print, you can rub them and they don't smudge or anything. And if you're selling on Amazon, you actually have to use a thermal printer or a laser printer, I believe. But a thermal printer is going to be better because it never fades, it doesn't smear, nothing like that. It prints it instantly, and you never have to buy ink. So when I was using the DeskJet, I was going through a thing of ink every 2 to 3 days just from printing labels, and so that added to it. And this thing, I think I paid 200 bucks for the printer, and then the labels are less than a penny a piece, so you're saving money there. But the free shipping boxes are key because they can save you $1 per item that you ship out, and if you're shipping 10 items out a day, that's 10 bucks a day. That's a lot of money. So go to USPS.com and get yourself some free shipping boxes. It's going to save you so much money. And just buying the eBay store, I think it's $27 a month, and you can do it for 1 month and cancel it and still get your $25 coupon and get the tape. But having an eBay store, it saves you a little bit of money on selling costs and stuff like that. So I hope that you learned at least one thing from this video. share it with your buddies if they have shipping services too. Maybe they'll get something out of it. I know there's a bunch of videos out there, and I've watched a lot of them. But the flat rate poly bubble mailer is the best. It's super sturdy, and you can cram a bunch of stuff in there.